Why when women have kids, like all of a sudden the relationship is just bad? All of a sudden y'all just can't be in the same room together. Like what goes on? Like, can y'all explain that for me? Cause like I'm scared.
Men don't have any empathy in these scenarios for the women. That is where the first wedge is sown. That's where the first wedge is placed. It'd be so funny listening to men who be like so close to the point and yet so far. Like the point is right there in their face. They like, move over, point. I just can't find you. Where are you? The point's like, I'm right here. This is a perfect illustration.
Why when women have kids, like all of a sudden the relationship is just bad? Like, I don't have kids personally, so I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Like, I don't have kids, so I'm just trying to understand, like, majority, let's say 7 out of 10 of the relationships that out there, it's perfect. Everything's good for the first few years, y'all. Lovey-dovey, honeymoon. Oh my God, we so in love, right? But then you get her pregnant. The woman gets pregnant. I don't know if it was on purpose, an accident, planned, whatever. It's a blessing regardless. You know what I'm saying? But she gets pregnant. And while she's pregnant, y'all still hanging on, y'all still together. But once she has a kid, I give it like a year, 6 months to a year. Once that kid is born, all of a sudden y'all hate each other. All of a sudden she's not posting the baby daddy no more. All of a sudden she's a single mother. All of a sudden y'all just can't be in the same room together. Like what goes on? Like, can y'all explain that for me? Cause like I'm scared. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I got coworkers coming in, they hate work, man. They don't want to go home. You know what I mean? Like, I need somebody to let me know what happens in that time frame. Like, why do the women and men split up once the kid comes?
So to answer that question directly, it's the men. It's the men. It's the men. Let me tell you how men do this, right? So the woman gets pregnant. Prior to the woman getting pregnant, the man he's a different person for all intents and purposes. He's more kind, he's more patient, he's more gentle, he's more attentive. And then the baby is on the way. Now, that's when it starts. When the baby is on the way, a lot of things change. The women change, though. First and foremost, the women change. Hormonally, there are things going on. Physically, there are things going on. Mentally, there are things going on. Women start to nest. Women start to essentially, before the baby gets here, it's almost like they already have the baby. Like the baby is already here in so many ways. They're already catering to the baby's needs. Women need to rest more. Women need to eat more. They need to eat less. They can't go out as much. They can't do the things that they used to do. They can't give you the same amount of attention. They get something called baby brain. They start to not be able to focus as much. They start to forget things and things of that nature because that baby is literally attacking their body. Like that baby is a parasite, you know what I mean, to the woman. So there are so many things going on physically with the woman. That is where the dynamic starts to change. That's not the fault of the woman, though. That's nature. The fault lies on the man because the man doesn't adjust. The man doesn't think, oh, she's pregnant. She's having a child. She may need a little bit more time. She can't give me the same attention. Men don't have any empathy in these scenarios for the women. That is where the first wedge is sown. That's where the first wedge is placed. That's the start of it. Men lacking empathy for the woman and everything that she's going through. The pregnancy progresses. She becomes more consumed with the baby being there. Like I said, about nesting. She's starting to pick out baby names. She's starting to think about where she wants the baby to sleep, buying things for the baby to come, arranging the baby's room, things like that. She is consumed with the baby coming. She's not consumed with cooking your dinner anymore. She's not consumed with fucking you anymore, hunching on you anymore. She ain't gonna just pull out your dick in the middle of the afternoon for a quickie no more. Like, those things go away. Again, not the fault of the woman. That is not her responsibility to keep that going. It's not. That is unfair of a man to request or to require of a woman. Men don't have any empathy, though. Remember, that's going to be a common theme. The baby comes. The baby comes. In some extreme cases, when the baby gets here, some men, you're supposed to wait around 6 weeks. Could take a little bit more, but minimum 6 weeks for the woman to heal up, right? If you had, she had an episiotomy, may take longer, 8 weeks even, right? That's an incision that they make for the men. They make an incision sometimes to on the vaginal canal to help, push the baby through or whatever. They make the slit a little bit more slittier. The vagina slit, they slit it a little bit more. Anyways, so that may take a little bit longer, but it is widely known and widely reported that a lot of men will pressure their woman to have sex with them prior to that 6 weeks being up. Even I have some women that I know that are in prenatal care, and they are nurses in prenatal care. And they talk about they walked in on men trying to sleep with the women right after the baby is born. So yeah, yes, crazy, disgusting. Men are disgusting in that regard. Like, we are gross. We have no empathy. We don't care about what women are going through. We don't care about letting their bodies recover. Mind you, we the same group of men that we get a splinter in our toe, our pinky toe, and we can't do shit that we told our wives we was gonna do all week. We can't go, we can't go out with the kids to the park. We can't go help clean up. We can't get the groceries or whatever because we stubbed our pinky toe on the side of the bed in the middle of the night. Whatever the case may be. But men just don't care about what the women are going through, right? Then the baby, you take the baby home. The woman needs help. She needs attention. Men don't give her any attention. They don't help with the baby. Hey, so when you think I'll be able to sleep, when you think I'll be able to do that thing again, you know what I'm saying? Hey, can you cook dinner? When you think you're gonna be able to get back on your feet? Oh, I know you're tired, but can you make me breakfast? Can you make me lunch? She's required to clean up. She's required to cook. She's required to suck your dick from the back. She's required to give you the same attention that she gave you before having the baby. Just things that make you go, like, why are you requesting that of a woman, right? Also, something happens with men too that I've seen oftentimes when a child is on the way. Men become very anxious and they become very abusive, in so many ways. It could be verbal, physical, some combination of the two. They also want to cheat. They want to be with other women, the women not sleeping with them. I don't know if it's it's something about, I think there's like there's something going on when it comes to like the morality of men when they have children, and it makes them want to go out and like prove to themselves that they can still get women. I don't know what the fuck it is, honestly, but I've seen it happen a good amount of times. I've heard of it happening too. Mind you, I'm still just where the babies are really, really small, really little. You know what I mean? We haven't even gotten past 6 weeks yet. She can't even sleep with you yet still. You got that going on, right? So you got all of that. Men just not being attentive, men not willing to step up, fulfill the roles that they need to help their partners. Men not having any empathy for the physical changes that the woman just went through. She's still in recovery. It takes a woman up to 7 years to recover physically from having a child. Men already want to sleep with her after 7 hours, 7 days, right? Maybe 7 weeks. It may take her 7 months. She may not be comfortable yet. It may be mental. She may be afraid, whatever the case may be. Men just no patience, no empathy. Then you add to that, men become more abusive in those situations. To the gentleman that made this video, if you ever see this, the number one killer of pregnant women are men, are the men that they're with. Yeah, not the baby, not drugs, not STD. It's the men that they're with. So yeah, that's the thing. And then you have the fact that men, to me, men men impregnate women. Men impregnate women so that they can trap women. And then when the women don't allow the men to trap them, the men get extremely upset and disgruntled. And they start to become extremely disrespectful to the woman, right? Like I said, remember, prior to this, the man is attentive. He's nice. He's caring. He's kind. He's sweet. The baby comes all of a sudden, she can get that herself. And now he hate her, right? He hate her stinking guts or whatever the case may be. She's giving the baby more attention than she's giving him, which is crazy that you're in a competition. You're in competition with your own child. It's wild. You guys don't know what it is until you have your own kids, and you don't know what it is until you actually listen to what women are going through. And I'm just telling you stuff that some of these things I went through with my wife. Some of these things, a lot of these things I observed my friends go through, and a lot of these things I read about, right? So it's a combination of all of this stuff. Men just become the worst version of themselves. That's the best way I can describe it. Men become the worst versions of themselves once the babies are here. Men trap women with babies. Once the women fight back or push back, the men get mad and they crash out on the women. Men also feel like they conquered. It's like, where else can I go? I did everything I can do with this woman. I got her pregnant. I'm out. So they become more distant. They become more cold until the woman can't take it anymore, ends up breaking up with him and leaving him, or whatever the case may be. And then he's on to impregnate another woman. A lot of men do that. So yeah, these are but just a fraction of the reasons why this happens. But these are definitely reasons that I have seen happen. Definitely things that I have seen happen, and reasons why I know men and women end up breaking up shortly after babies are born. Right? It is 99.9% time the man's fault. The man's fault. So to you, my good sir, you have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to worry about if you're the man, because you can control this. You 100% can control this. All you have to do is treat that woman with the respect that she deserves. You have nothing to worry about. Right? Grow up. When the baby comes, grow up. Grow into your role as a father, as a partner. That's it. You do that, you have zero to stress out about. You shouldn't be worried about it at all. You, as a man, you should never be worried about this. This is not something for you to worry about. Unless you know that you are incapable of treating women like human beings. Then you got something to worry about. Now, you may be a problem. It may be you. You may be a statistic. Sorry to tell you.